Hello, my name is Christina Tobin, founder of the Free and Equal Elections Foundation. You're joining the Free and Equal Network today. And I'm going to start over. What's your last name?
Joshua Eakle. Yes. No, it's all good. It's smart.
Yeah, I want to get it right. So. Hi, this is Christina Tobin, founder of the Free and Equal Elections Foundation. You're joining the Free and Equal Network today. We're here at Politicon at the Nashville Music Center, and I wanted to introduce somebody that I was like, wow, you're 26 years old. What do you do? You're the state chair of what? The Libertarian Party of Tennessee. Josh Eakle, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Great to have you.
Yeah.
Well, wow, what's your state chair of the Libertarian Party
as of March.
Tennessee?
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. This is your first time you've ever ran for chair, or
this is the first
how
time.
How did that happen?
I was put in 2016 as the chair of the Knox County affiliate, and over the last 3 years we had about 32 consecutive monthly meetings with the Knox County affiliate. We grew it to be the largest libertarian affiliate in the country. And we had 60 to 80 people showing up to our monthly meetings. We were raising money. We were building a coalition of activists that were showing up to the state capitol, that were showing up to local government, hearings and initiatives. And it just kind of snowballed. We had a lot of success in Knox County, and I was able to meet a lot of people across the state and get tied into the leadership before me. And then eventually, back towards the end of last year, I just realized there wasn't anyone really running that I feel like had the vision that we needed, so I decided to step it up, and it worked out pretty well. Yep.
So you were helping the Libertarian Party of Tennessee for a couple years with activism?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, I got involved in 2016 when I realized that Donald Trump was going to get the nomination within the Republican Party, and I realized it was time for me to kind of stop messing around and put my money where my mouth was and put my time and labor into trying to build something that I feel like was critical at this time. Which is a party that stands for nationalism, doesn't stand for anti-immigration rhetoric, doesn't stand for the wars, because I don't think there was any party with those value sets. And so I just basically said, I got to do this, and I ran full force into it.
Have you found it difficult on a state or even collaborating with other state leaders of the national committee for the libertarians to get their message out, whether it's on mainstream media or through the presidential debates and so on?
Yeah, so the truth is there's not too much infrastructure at the national level to support the state affiliates. They kind of leave us on our own. They have pledged to support us on our ballot access initiative to help us collect the signatures we need to procure access to the ballot, because in Tennessee, we're one of 7 states in the union right now where the Libertarian Party doesn't have ballot access, and that's due primarily to the fact that the signature collection threshold is one of the highest in the country. So if you want to be
what's the threshold?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you. Yeah, it's really bad. If you want to be on the ballot as a Republican or a Democrat in Tennessee, it's 25 signatures. If you want to be on the ballot as an independent, it's 25 signatures. If you want to be on the ballot as a libertarian, it's 56,082 signatures. So it's skewed completely towards the duopoly and the old system, and it's really designed to keep independent third-party voices out. They don't want you. They're okay if you're running as an independent, but they don't want you recognized as an alternative political party, because that kind of threatens
Tennessee.
In Tennessee, that's correct.
There's a lot of other states where they don't want you to run as an independent candidate, right? I mean, for president, it takes over 800,000 signatures to get on the ballot as an independent for president of the United States, while it's only 25,000 for Democrats and Republicans.
Makes sense.
It's interesting. It's kind of interesting. Independents have a little bit of a
it is
way
odd
to get in here in Tennessee, because I don't hear that. I can't think of any other state like that offhand.
Yeah, no, and Tennessee's kind of unique, just the way that they have the system set up. It's also, the signature collection threshold is really high in and of itself, but it's actually worse when you start talking about retention. And that's the real reason why when I ran, I said I did not want to pursue trying to collect 60,000 signatures, because the retention figure is set up to make you fail. So the way it does, they do it in 4-year windows. So every gubernatorial race starts a new 4-year window. And what you have to do within that 4-year window is get your 60,000 signatures, and then you have to run a candidate for a statewide seat. So that's senator, governor. Pretty much those are your 2 options. If you don't get 5% of the vote in that statewide race within 4 years, you lose it automatically and you start from square one.
Sounds like Illinois.
Yeah.
My dad actually ran for governor
Yeah.
as a Libertarian candidate in 1998, Jim Tobin.
Okay.
And he collected and gathered over 60,000 signatures. In Illinois, the requirement's 25,000 signatures for
Yeah.
third parties to get on the ballot, and only 5,000 signatures for the Democrats and Republicans to get on the ballot.
Understood.
And so, yeah, he collected over 60,000. He was recommended to be placed on the ballot, but the hearing officers, or the State Board of Elections, that is, of Illinois, knocked him off the ballot, and it was extremely unconstitutional. He ended up suing the State Board of Elections out of pocket.
Wow.
Went to the Illinois Supreme Court, but unfortunately he lost that because the judicial system is also flawed, right? Because the
Understood.
two-party, really one-party system,
Yeah.
they're the ones who appoint the people in the judicial system.
Completely agreed. I mean, the guy that runs the elections system in Tennessee is a Republican, lifelong Republican. So, you know, his goal is to protect the duopoly, I feel like, and that's the way the laws are set up in Tennessee, is to keep the status quo the status quo. Yeah.
Well, you know, you being 26 years of age and the state chair of the Libertarian Party of Tennessee is extremely inspirational to us and our Free and Equal Elections team.
Appreciate that.
And I feel like you can really, you're more than welcome to be a part of our, tour throughout the United States. I think you could be a real spark in helping to inspire, even beyond party lines, just the viewpoints that you have as a libertarian, but inspiring like-minded, the younger generation, really, that, 18 to 28-year-old group of people, individuals
Yeah.
that could really engage and get involved and run for local office, run as a state chair, party leader like yourself. So thank you for being an inspiration for, I feel, many more that will follow the path that you've sparked, that
Yeah.
you've led.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I think that the next generation is probably, if there's any generation that's going to latch on to the libertarian message, it's going to be millennials and Gen Z. So it's that anti-establishment kind of opposition to the status quo, and I think really the only barrier to getting that next generation involved is showing them that we're credible, that we're here, we're relevant, and that we can actually make an impact. And so I really appreciate that.
Do you have a message to all the people, but specifically the younger generations out there in that camera? Like, what would you say to them if they were thinking of running for office, running as a libertarian or whatever party, in this case libertarian, or even as a state chair or on a state, local level? What would you say to the younger generation, how they would do that? How would they start a campaign? How would they get involved? Do they need to give time?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the truth is, it's as simple as going to your county affiliate. You can really learn more by going to lp.org. If you're in Tennessee, lptn.org, and find who your county leader is to get tied in. Right now, the Libertarian Party of Tennessee, we're very focused on, because of the ballot access dynamic, we're very focused on what I'm calling issues-based advocacy. So what we're really looking to young people to do when they're getting involved in the party is show up and help us try to drive some of our, policy initiatives forward. We're going to have a big group of people at the state capitol this year. We're going to do a lot of legislative lobbying there. We're going to be pushing for issues like criminal justice reform with civil asset forfeiture. We're going to be pushing for ranked choice voting. We're going to be pushing for marijuana decriminalization, for fully informed jury and jury nullification, and then obviously ballot access reform in the state of Tennessee. So if you're a young person and you want to get involved in Tennessee specifically, check out lptn.org, sign up for our mailing list, and we'll be including you on any of our activism opportunities and get you tied into a local county affiliate.
Well, I view every state party different from throughout the U.S. and all 50 states. Each chapter is so different, and I'm a pretty big fan of Libertarian Party Tennessee.
I appreciate that.
You guys are cool. Did you want to plug the website for the Libertarian Party of Tennessee? Let people know how they can get involved in their community and their state party.
Yeah, lptn.org is where you go, and there's a mailing list there you can sign up for. We also have a Facebook page, Libertarian Party of Tennessee. You can look us up, and a Facebook group that is very active, full of a lot of young activists, really, really passionate and motivated to get involved. But yeah, the website's a great place to start. Get on the mailing list. Everything that we do is distributed that way, so you'll be in the loop onto what's going on, and we'll make it happen.
Well, Great. We plan to return to Politicon. I think it'll be our 5th year in a row next year, hopefully here at the Nashville Music Center. And we'd love to work closely with the Libertarian Party of Tennessee to see how we can collaborate and build energy with our panels and our presence here
Heck yeah.
at Politicon for our United We Stand tour.
Yeah.
Next year will be, this is our 5th and final stop of the United We Stand tour this year. We plan to return here next year and add on more stops next year because real change really does begin from the bottom up.
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
all right. Well, thank you so much,
appreciate it.
Josh, for your time. It was so nice to meet you.